Here we go. Here's the tip of Duck Dynasty against Wraith. Brody wins
Shockers.
it. Or Duck Dynasty against the Shockers,
Yeah.
excuse me.
And shock.
Noble at the top of the key. Drives it to the sideline, picks up his ball. Fade away. Wow.
Zach.
Beautiful.
What a start.
I know. You can't ask for more for Duck Dynasty.
He's typically a defensive guy, but you look confident with that
Yeah,
fadeaway.
it was. He looked good and strong as this is his first year in this league. Gabe, three-pointer. Bang. That's money right there.
And that's why
Gabe.
he's a captain.
Hey, that's true. Gabe is a dude all around. Two-way player. Very good. Noble with the dunk. Beautiful.
The
Drives it
Manila Gorilla.
in. Beautiful commentating from my side partner, Landon. James drives from the left. Will he finish? Oh, nice block from Brody. Brody looks hurt. Noble brings it up slow. It's a quicker game from the last game, definitely.
Night and day.
Very true, very true. Here's Noble at the top of the key. James pushing him to the left. Noble hands it off to Brody. Gabe on Brody. Very big high difference. Brody takes a jumper, no good. Brody, another offensive rebound, finishes it with a dunk. That's gonna be a story of the day. Can they finish? Can they guard Brody around the rim?
Yeah. This is going to be an interesting game because the Shockers came in as very heavily favorites after they beat the Wraith in the preseason.
Yeah, Shockers look very strong as it's an air ball from Gabe.
But don't count out the Dunk Dynasty. This is a big physical team.
It is. Zach, jumper. Beautiful, 2 for 2.
Ooh.
Same spot.
Same
Correct
spot.
me
He
if I'm
likes
wrong.
that midi.
Everyone said he was a defensive player, but it looks like he can score for Duck Dynasty too.
Mid-rangers are hard to come by in this league. You don't see a lot of them.
Took the words right out of my mouth, Landon. Elijah drives the baseline. Gabe decides fake, pump fake floater, dribbles it out. Gabe pump fake three, all over Brody. A very big high difference. Tries to post him up. Elijah for three. No. Pump fake. Dribbling it to the left. Sets it up. Goes left on Zach. Fade. Doesn't go. Short. Zach with the defense rebound. Hands it off to Brody. You do not want to see Brody dribbling it up.
Yeah, I think you want the ball in Noble's hands if you're bringing it up for the Dunk Dynasty.
Very true. Very true. Noble gets a screen from Brody. James comes off strong. Brody dribbles it in. Off again. Offensive rebound from Brody. Second chance points.
Exactly. These Dunk Dynasty have a huge height advantage over the Shockers.
Yep.
They're using it.
Elijah brings the ball up. Gabe to James. James for three. No good. Off the back of the rim. Elijah saves it. Beautiful. Gabe, three-pointer. Two air balls in a row for Gabe.
Man,
Don't see
the
that a
Dunk
lot.
Dynasty jumped out to an early lead here.
Yep.
Surprising lead.
Here comes Noble. Noble. No good. Oh, rims out. Gabe with a strong defensive rebound. Noble takes it away. Noble gains possession of it. Second chance points again. Another offensive rebound from Duck Dynasty. Zach, three-pointer. No good. Doesn't catch the rim. Loose ball. James picks it up. 3-on-2 opportunity. Can they take care of transition? As the Duck Dynasty is a bigger team, Shockers are quicker. James to Gabe. Gabe, fake, dribbles left. Brody, bodies Brody. Doesn't go. Gabe, Brody with the block. Noble brings it up. Here he goes. Nice hop. Nice left finish.
Step through right there.
Yep. That's his move right there.
Yeah.
Elijah to Gabe.
I don't think anyone expected this much of a lead right here early for the Dunk Dynasty.
I blinked and it turned 12-3 in the first. Elijah with a contested floater. Too strong. Brody with the defensive rebound to Noble. Noble walking it up the court. This is not what I expected, Landon.
No, I mean, I was a big Dunk Dynasty believer, but I never thought they'd be this dominant or this early in the game.
That's very true. All the Shockers players have a good winning mentality, though. Let's see if they can switch that. Brody
Yeah.
with the drive. Gabe slips. Brody finishes with the dunk.
I mean, if you want someone to weather the storm, I'm picking this group of players for the Shockers. Like, they're smart. They know how to play together.
Exactly.
If anyone can come back, they can do it.
I agree with that. James with the drive. Couple dribble moves. Spin. Pump fake. Decides to go on the second chance. Rims out. Brody with a defensive rebound to Noble. Let's see if the Shockers speed things up.
Yeah, I want to see if they come out of this zone, too. They have a little 1-2 zone.
Yeah. Weird. But a big height advantage for Duck Dynasty. Noble dribbles it in the paint to Zach. Zach. No good. Brody tries to fight for the rebound. Elijah gets it. Oh, is it out of bounds? Yes, it is. It remains Duck Dynasty ball.
Brody's killing on those boards.
Brody really is. They got to put body, if not another body. Noble takes it from the top of the key. What does he do? To Brody. Brody posting up Gabe. Big height difference, like I've said. To Zach. Zach passes it to Brody. Brody keeps on posting up Gabe. Gabe standing his ground. Brody not knowing what to do. Looks for Noble. And out of bounds.
Yeah. Gabe
Shockers
with the
ball.
lower center of gravity than Brody. Brody just cannot move him.
Yep. And you'll see if the brains factor starts to pull up for the Shockers. James dribbles left. Spin move. Gabe. 1 for 3 on the three-point line. Doesn't shoot it. Elijah just standing still. Nowhere to go. Dribbles it to the lane now. Finishes it off. Noble with the defensive rebound as he goes in transition. Has a chance. Euro. Blocked by Gabe.
Oh,
Out of bounds.
good
Duck Dynasty
defense
ball.
there to stop the break. Gabe is really, playing well. He's the only one that scored for the Shockers and the good defense right there.
Yeah, only 1 3-pointer. Percentage isn't looking too good. Noble, 3. Top of the key. Money.
Oh,
That's
boy.
beautiful.
You couldn't have asked for a better start from the Dunk
You
Dynasty.
couldn't have. 14-point deficit from the Shockers. Can they switch the momentum here with an offensive possession? Gabe, 3-pointer. No good. James, fighting for it. No. Loose ball. Zach picks it up. Zach lobs it. Get tipped by Gabe. Duck Dynasty ball.
Wow.
I'd like to go for you. I'd like to go to you for many moments, but it's a very quick game.
I know this is way faster than the other games we've seen so far, especially the last one between the Wraith and the Palms. That was a slow, boring game.
It's true. Boring, but a win. Wraith will take it.
Exactly. Boring
Here's
is good.
Zach. Yeah. No, to Noble. Noble inside 3-point line, guarded by Elijah. Great defender on great offensive player. Noble picks the ball up. Brody, 3. Can he convert? No, off right. James with a strong defensive rebound. James dribbles up the court. Semi-slow, semi-quick. Pulls it up in transition. 3. Good. Can they switch to the momentum now off of their second field goal?
That's
today?
going to help. They need that. They need
do.
James' scoring.
2 3-pointers. Haven't gone in a lot. Missed some easy layups. But here's Brody. Brody dribbling it in. Look for an easy bucket like he's gotten. Shot. Good. That's going to be the story of the year for Duck Dynasty. Can Brody finish those easy 2-pointers? Here's James. James, 3. No good. Short. Loose ball. Zach.
Wow.
And Zach in transition finishes the layup. 19-6. Duck Dynasty taking a shocking lead. James at the top of the key, dribbling, keeps on dribbling, passes it to Gabe. Gabe, 3-pointer, taking a lot, knocks it down. That's money right there.
That's all they can get. That's all they've had so far, 3 threes.
9-21, down 11.
3
Noble
seconds
brings
left.
up the ball. Yeah, I'd just say kick going to Brody, but it's a 4-pointer, doesn't catch anything. Time was running down.
21-9. I'd say that this is a statement quarter for the Dunk Dynasty.
It varies. Can they continue it though? Do the Shockers change their game plan, or does Brody just keep dominating with easy 2-pointers?
They have to make some adjustment because they're getting killed on the offensive glass and in the interior. The points in the paint are just so lopsided, it's not even funny.
Very true. I would say the same about defensive rebounds too, or offensive rebounds. Excuse me.
Yeah, the Dunk Dynasty they have the height and they know it and they're using it. A lot of these teams, like the Ministry of Darkness, you saw them earlier, they had the height advantage, they didn't really use it. Dunk Dynasty, that's not the case today.
Yep. You have no one tall like Brody on Duck Dynasty, but they're just big and physical. There's not really one you can solo out like the Shockers did in preseason game
They
against
really
the
picked
Wraith.
on Dylan that game. There's no really weak link here on defense for Dunk Dynasty.
That's true. Very physical team. Elijah, top of the key 3-pointer, short.
They got to get some paint touches.
They do. They do. Get the offense moving a bit. Here's Noble as he's had a great game. As he's dribbling left, spin, no, fake, picks up his dribble, doesn't know where to go. Passes it, stolen by Gabe. Can they go? James, in transition, beautiful. Can he finish over Zach? Brody coming in clutch. Doesn't know what that is. Mid-spin move. Doesn't finish, doesn't even touch the rim. Here's Noble. Here's Duck Dynasty in position. Pump fakes alley-oop. Picks up the ball. Now it's slow. Zach, nice hands by James. Zach picks it up. Block. Ooh, nice dunk by Zach. Zach's a scrappy player. I love to see him play.
He's getting every 50-50 ball.
He is. He's got his name all over it. Here's Elijah. Top of the key to Gabe. Gabe decides to shoot one. No good short. Zach with the defensive rebound. Here's Noble. Noble just walking it up now. Here in the second quarter, Duck Dynasty's been surprising. On a Brody post-up, Gabe being physical. Brody dominating, though, on the reverse, blocked by Gabe. And he calls a foul. Gabe doesn't agree with it. Don't really see a lot of emotion come out from Gabe a lot.
Yeah. We'll see if he can knock down the free throws. Free throws have been a tough time for every team that I've seen so far. No one really hit him at a high clip today.
That's true. Here's Brody for his first free throw of the game.
Wow, he impressively
If there was
hits it.
someone to make a free throw, he would not be on my list.
Throwing a little shade there.
A little bit, but all respect to Brody. Here's James on the right. Gets the ball knocked out of him. Whose ball is that?
This is
That was a nice drive. Tried to convert, but ball went out of bounds. It was going to be an open layup, but good hands from Zach. As Elijah's top of the key, and it's starting to rain here. Can they finish it before it pours? Here's Elijah. Elijah just dribbling it slow. 5:10 to go in the second quarter. Wind's picking up. 3-pointers won't fall for the Shockers drive. Elijah, very contested, beautiful finish. Acrobatic.
Yeah, that's
Very
fine.
acrobatic from Elijah. It's 25-11. Very surprising
can't
again
see that.
from Duck Dynasty. Noble passes it to Zach. Zach off a backdoor. Gabe, good hands. I can't see what's going on. Gives it
Yeah,
to
I'll
Zach.
hold it. I'll
Noble,
hold the
top of the
umbrella.
key three. No good. Rebound. Nope. Decide not to rebound. Let it out. 4:40 to go. Can we fit this game in before the storm comes?
I mean, we're in the second quarter here. We'd have to speed up the pace a little
Yep.
bit.
3 by Gabe. No good.
When this court gets wet, for those who don't know at home, it turns into an ice rink. I compare it to a snow game in the NFL.
That's true. Nothing like a good Madden slow game. Noble dribbles it under the basket. Try. Hey.
And
Oh,
that's offensive basket interference right there. You cannot touch the ball once you're already hanging on the rim.
very true. Here's Elijah trying to bring it quick on this slippery court. Nice finish as he blows by a great defender in Zach.
They need that offense from Elijah. They're gonna need it because
They're going to need offense from someone.
yeah, they're still down 12 and they got to get every point they can.
Noble blocked by Gabe. Great. Can they run to Elijah? Elijah in transition, lob to James. No good. Zach hustled back, decided I'm going to mix up this play, and he did.
Zach is quite the interesting player. He's usually known for his defense and hustle, but from the start of the game, he's been good on offense as well.
That's true. Here's Elijah posting up Zach. Bodies him. No good. Wind could have played a factor, but it was a short shot. Here's Noble. Dribbled on the right side. Alley-oop. Brody catches it, brings it down. What is he going to do? Dunks it. I can't see what's going on. Elijah somehow ends up with the ball. 2-on-1 transition. James, pump fake. Brings it out to Gabe. Gabe with the win. Three-pointer. No good. Rims in and out.
Like you mentioned, the wind, that was a big factor. A big gust of wind came by right when he shot that.
Very true. It was surprising that Gabe took that. He would have known there was wind, but he wanted that three. Brody posting up Gabe. That's been the story of this game. Brody dribbles under the basket or all around. Picks up his dribble. Shoots it. No good. Off the back of the rim. James brings the ball. Walks it. Jogs it up here. James tries to ISO Noble. Dribbling. Pump fakes a three. Gabe tries to bring Brody left. Finishes it. Beats Brody off the dribble from the three-point line. That's what the Shockers need.
Yeah,
It's
good
good
use of the
strong
body.
drives.
He had the angle, and he didn't let Brody get back in the picture.
The Duck Dynasty's come out. I mean, they've been doing what they've been doing. 10-point game. Shockers have snuck their way a little bit back in. Lob to Zach. Zach jumper. No good. Brody with the offensive rebound puts it in. That's going to be the story of the game.
Yeah.
I've said it before, and I'll say it again.
He's getting those boards. Is he going to be able to finish? And right there he did.
He did. James blow passes. Zach with a weird dunk. Brody comes in out of nowhere. You could see James hesitated, but he decided to, I'm going to finish it. Noble trucks Elijah short. Noble gets the ball back. Shoots it again. Short again. Calls a foul.
In that possession, I think there was a point where there was 6 people in the paint. I mean,
Yes,
this game
I
is
agree with
getting
that.
just the Dunk Dynasty are not looking to shoot outside at all. The Nobles had 1 3, but besides that, we're not seeing anything.
You can tell the winning mentality out of all 6 of these players. Whether they're basketball players or not, they all want to win this game. Noble banks in a free throw with a gust of wind.
2 for 2 free throws for the Dunk Dynasty.
Very good, very good. Will that play a factor later in this fourth quarter?
I mean, that's 4 points that they stole right there. So I think if it comes down to the wire, the Shockers are going to have to do their best to make it come down to the wire as they trail by 12 here.
James 3, no good. 3-pointers aren't looking strong for the Shockers as they need to drive in and be physical. Here's Noble. Screen left, avoids it. Noble dribbling on Elijah. Good defender. To Zach. Zach brings up, blocked by Gabe. Can they run into this today? Well, on a 3-on-1 opportunity. Fake. James. Fouled.
Ooh,
Does not finish.
hard foul there by Noble.
That was.
James nearly finished through the contact.
You got to finish those from the Shockers, though. 3-on-1 opportunity, very rare. James with the free throw. Knocks it down.
Good free throw shooting from both teams this game.
Very good. 3 for 3, 100% so far. Can't say that about all the games today. Brody playing a little point. Goes between the legs, dribbles it back to Noble. Noble throws to Zach. Zach. Beautiful. It looks like he's played basketball before.
Yeah, I mean, he's probably close to up to 10 points now.
He is. Just a scrappy player. I love it. James drives on Noble right. Slow Euro. Shoots it. No. Brody with a rebound. Noble walking the ball up with 15 seconds to go. 31-19 Duck Dynasty. Calls for a screen. As we're going to be heading into the second half. Noble's still just waiting. With 5 seconds to go, will he decide to shoot a 4-pointer? No, he dribbles in. Oh, backs back out. Doesn't know what to do. 1 second to go. Shoots a 4-pointer. No good. Doesn't even catch anything.
If that would have went in, that would have been a backbreaker. I mean,
It would have. It really would have. Surprising first half from Duck Dynasty and surprising from the Shockers because I would say not the momentum, but definitely the basketball IQ side is leaning on the Shockers, but it looks like they aren't using any of it.
no, but I would say that they have some momentum. They were down by more than 12.
Yes.
And they've started to wake up and play more Shocker brand basketball.
3&A jerseys brought to you by KXK, the official jersey sponsor of the 3&A. Own the game with a jersey as unique as your moves with KXK. Link in description for more info.
Here's the start of the second half. 11-point deficit. Can the Shockers make that smaller in this quarter? Noble bringing the ball up, defended by Elijah. Weak defense from the Shockers. Brings it up. Doesn't call a foul. I thought it was. James in transition. Can they convert on this 3-on-2? Just sits there. Now he dribbles on Zach. Zach decides to go up. No good. Blocked by Brody and Zach. Very good defense from Duck Dynasty. Noble transition 3. Can he knock it down? No. Offensive rebound from Brody. No good. But there was another 50-50 ball that Gabe took. Gabe shoves Zach. Tries to post him up to the top of the key. No wind. Left, though. Noble with the rebound.
Brody again got on those offensive boards, just couldn't finish.
That's very true. Very true. Shockers didn't change up anything. Still shooting 3-pointers. Noble on a drive. I heard all ball.
I mean, that just proves how the Shockers believe in what they're doing. They didn't change anything. They're confident that they can right this ship here in the second half.
Yep. Didn't have too long of a halftime break to talk it over as we need to beat this rain. Noble at the line. Another make. 4 for 4 in this game. That's beautiful. Beautiful fundamental basketball. Gabe brings the ball up to James. As he sits up top from the screen, James drives on Brody. Brody stands his ground on the quicker offensive player. Now goes right again. James around the basket. Turns it over. Very surprising.
Yeah. I mean, I'm just waiting for the Shockers to flip that switch, but it's just not coming.
I know.
I keep expecting it.
They think they might be trying 110%, but it doesn't look like they are.
No. I mean, every 50-50 ball, like we said, is going to the Dunk Dynasty way. They're crashing the offensive rebounds. They want it more. It's plain and simple.
They do. It is plain and simple. Brody inside the 2-point line, 3-point line, no good. Out of bounds. It's off of Duck Dynasty.
It was funny. Brody nearly banked that one in, but he called wind.
Woo-hoo. That's when you know you're confident. Ain't that right,
Yes.
Elijah on a drive. Goes up, calls a foul. Lot of contact there. I do not disagree. It's been 4 for 4 from the line. Will it continue that way? There's the Shockers in a desperate need of a basket. Elijah with the free throw. Good. 100% from the free throw line. This game, both teams are. Here's Zach. Walks the ball up. Now just bounce pass to Noble. Noble driving on James. Noble. Posts up. Dunks. No good. Calls a foul. Whew. Fouls are lopsided. But is that because the Shockers are more physical?
I don't know. Because the Dunk Dynasty are pretty darn physical as well. I think it might have to do with how much they're getting in the paint. The Shockers really haven't got those paint touches.
I didn't realize that, but I got to agree with it. Big gust of wind. First free throw missed. Trash is rolling around. Storm's coming quick as we're in almost the halfway mark of the third. Gabe comes up. Passes it to James. Shockers need to drive with this wind coming in. Will they know that, though? Here's Gabe. Top of the key. 3. No good. Short. That's been the story of the game. Gabe's been short on a lot of his three-pointers. Zach with the rebound. Zach just walking it up, and that's all you got to do. Noble dribbles it in. Gabe called backcourt. Gabe called backcourt, and it was. Standing very strong.
Backcourt is good. It was a good catch by the Shockers. It prevented a basket.
It very well. It was. Can they take advantage of that call, though? Will they score? James hands it off to Gabe. Gabe dribbles left. Bodies Brody. Pump fake. Could call foul. Doesn't. He does call the foul.
He did call foul. I was going to say, Zach came out of nowhere and got another 50-50.
Yes. It's beautiful. I love this Zach guy. New face to the league is amazing. Gabe with the free throw. Big basket. No good. Elijah fighting for that ball. Gets it. Posts up Brody. Fades away. No good. Back of the rim. Brody with another rebound to Noble.
Every possession is so physical, it's like you could call a foul on every single one.
Yes. I'm so happy we don't have an official. The players just want to play. Noble on the hop step. Loose ball. Calls a foul. Very questionable. He went in there out of control,
but he was out of control. That could have easily been an offensive foul. He swung those elbows.
Well, I do have a question. What do you think about that offense foul earlier today?
Between the Cyclones game,
Yes.
I think it's an offensive foul is something that should be in the rules. Like I do think it should happen. It's a question. I don't really know. I didn't see that one clearly, but I do think charges should be legal.
Noble knocks a free throw down. Gabe going in quick,
Whew.
dunks it over Brody.
Wow, he got that one in quick.
That's what you got to do. Physical, quick basketball from the Shockers.
Well, we see the Dunk Dynasty kind of use the race strategy where we hold the ball at half court. Do you think they don't have the ball handlers to do that?
Yep. I think the same. Noble dribbling her out, loses control, regains it though. Elijah still in the zone. The Shockers are. Pump fake, Zach mid range, money all game. Fake, beautiful. This man reminds me of a nice Spurs player under Popovich, like want to say Tim Duncan, but that might be disrespect to Tim Duncan.
Tim Duncan, big fundamental. I
Yep.
mean,
Elijah three-pointer, back of rim, high rebound. Gabe gets it. Very physical game. What was the call? Can't hear what they're saying down there. I think Gabe might have called a foul, and it will be top. It will be at top for the Shockers.
looks like it's going to be Shockers ball here. I think the Dunk Dynasty hit it out. There's some confusion, but it looks like the Shockers are going to have
It will. I went speechless. I was trying to listen. Way to fill me in. Here's James. Off of a double screen. Now goes left. Avoids it. Shot. No good. Easy layups.
I think he was
Shockers on this.
anticipating that contact. Kind of shot it long.
Excuse me for coughing in the mic. That is, yes, I agree with that. I got that one. Here's Noble. Noble passes it to Zach. Zach, three-pointer, no good. Back of rim. I would have loved for that to gone in.
Yeah, he's done everything but hit the three this game, I think.
That's true. Gabe got the rebound, dishes it off to James. James, pump fake, scores. Easy two-pointers. They have got to make those two-pointers.
Exactly.
As Duck Dynasty calls for last shot, and it's another backcourt call. Noble doesn't show a lot of motion, showed a little bit there. Quarter's running down, 20 seconds to go. James is standing with the ball, running timeout to Gabe. They're resetting the offense. They're going to double screen. Gabe sits at top. They're fine with him shooting it so far in this game. James decides to shoot it. Nice three.
Huge
That's what
shot.
you need at the end of the third. 4 seconds to go. Brody shoots it, four-pointer, no good.
James cuts the lead to less than 10 going into the fourth. That was a big three.
That was a huge three. That three, though, told a false story. It said that the Shockers got back in this game, but it really doesn't look like it momentum-wise.
No, I mean, they're clawing back, but it's not a huge momentum swing like you said. Like, it's been gritty. It's been a tough game for them.
It will. This game will go down to the wire. Storm rolling in. Here's James. Oh, checks it in. I'm good. Thank you. James with the ball. TV. As it's starting to pick up, raindrops are big. Elijah on the drive. Acrobatic finish. No good. Gets his own rebound to James. James shoots it. Looks good. No good. Back of rim. Zach with the defensive rebound. Noble walks the ball up the court. Only a 9-point game. Shockers can't convert at the first possession of the fourth. Brody posting up. Zach looking for him. Dishes it to him. Brody keeps posting up. Picks up the ball. Dishes it to Noble. Noble. Good defense by Elijah. So you can hear on their shoes it's getting squeakier. Will the slippery factor in this game? No.
Yeah.
Oh, what an acrobatic catch from
When
Brody.
the court
That was
gets
almost a
more
turnover.
slippery, you definitely have to be more in control.
Very true.
That might
Brody.
favor the Shockers a little bit.
Brody had two. Ooh. Brody had 2 easy chances over shorter players. Doesn't convert it. But on the second one, it was very physical, and he called the foul. Wind's picking up. Brody for the free throw. No good. Gabe gets the rebound. Contested rebound. Zach just fighting for that 50-50 ball.
Exactly. It had his name on it.
Here's James on the drive. James on Brody. Nice in and out move. Loses it. Picks it back up. Gabe at top key. Doesn't shoot the three. Drives in on Zach. Posts him up. Loses the ball. Regains it. Going in now to James with the big old gust of wind, but he knocks it down. That is huge. Huge gust of wind. Big confidence from James on the three-point line.
Win doesn't matter. I thought that was going to blow it off course, but it switched us home.
I agree. Cuts the lead to 6. Here's Brody. Brody shoots it. No good. Good defense by Gabe. Brody down. 3-on-2 opportunity. They didn't need to take advantage of it. Elijah, the opposite to Gabe, takes care of it.
They cut it to 4.
Beautiful basketball from the Shockers. Big momentum swing. Noble inbounds it to Zach. They need another stop and keep chipping away on this lead. To Brody in the lane. Brody keeps posting up, picks up his dribble, passes it to Noble. Noble drive right. Now he gets stopped by Elijah. Spin move. Foul.
You could hear that one from here. I heard
You
that
really
slap.
could. That was obviously not all ball. Wasn't a shot. It was on the floor. Whoa,
Ooh,
that's crazy.
That could have been a free basket, but
Gabe and Brody weren't ready, and Noble checked the ball in, expecting Brody to be ready because he was open.
he was open. That could have put them back up by 6, excuse me. But
Big
now
momentum swing.
Shockers have a chance to cut it down to 2 or possibly even 1 point.
Crazy what this game has become to. James sitting. They need a basket again for that momentum. James dribbles right, decides to shoot a 3. No good. Rebound Elijah over Zach.
Huge
Great
board.
rebound. Huge basket.
Dunk Dynasty is collapsing as we speak. Only a 2-point game here. They led
That's
by
true.
as much as, I think, 14 at one point, maybe even 17.
Shockers are picking up possession. Zach on the lob. Zach, it looked like it was a shot from Zach, but Brody tipped it once it was inside the perimeter. Another stop from the Shockers. Shockers coming out strong.
They can tie the game here.
They can. Will they, though, is a question. Will they?
I think the way that this game's been going, I'm betting on it.
Momentum's big on the Shockers side. James dribbles it right. James back to Gabe. Gabe, 3. No good. Short. Brody with the rebound. Gabe can't find a spot. Gabe cannot find a shot. Noble to get Brody. That's not where you want Brody. Brody to Zach. Post up. James. Get that out of here. What an
Good
acrobatic
block
block.
there.
James really showed off his vertical. Timeout, Duck Dynasty.
Dunk Dynasty calls their first time, and it's their last time out, actually.
Controversial, very controversial call as wind and rain's coming. Only a 2-point game. 3:25 to go in the last game of the first week. Beautiful basketball all around. But really, this game this is one of the closest games there's been as entering 3:20 mark, down 2.
I know we've had good free throw shooting, but believe it or not, I think this is going to come down to who can hit their free throws because it's going to come down to fouls at the end.
Screw Gabe tries to go for a steal, blocked, and he calls a foul. Zach.
I thought that was clean, but maybe he hit him on the head on the follow-through.
And it was going to be a dead ball. But do you know who had that 50-50 ball? Do you know?
So what was that? I'm sorry.
No, you're good. If he didn't call that foul, Zach would have ended up with another 50-50.
Oh, I mean, yeah, and that's I mean, if it's a 50-50 ball, I'm betting on Zach. It's not a 50-50. It's more like a 90-10 ball.
That's very true. I love this player. Love this new face. James dribbles around. Brody on James. James pivots. Rain coming in a little bit stronger. Gabe drives on Noble. Can't make any weight. Nice spin move.
Good footwork there by Gabe on the spin.
Very physical. I don't know what. Shockers say their ball. Duck Dynasty disagrees.
They disagree a lot on some of these calls, it
It
seems
was.
like.
James, 3. No good. Elijah, tip.
Oh.
Ends up with Gabe's hands. Gabe drives on Brody. Bodies Brody. Finishes left. Rebound. No
Oh.
good. Oh, Gabe called the
man,
foul.
Wow. This is a big free throw right here. We're still not in 2 minutes, so we're not in the regular free throw shooting rules, but it'll be one shot for 2 points.
From the first quarter, it's not what it looked like. Noble wanting to cherry pick. And the game's all tied up.
Shocking turn of events from the Shockers here.
Very true, very true. 2 minutes to go. Brody tries to post up. Brings it back out to Noble. Noble dribbles in, doesn't finish. No goaltending is a call. So the call will be no good basket. Gabe brings it up. Under the 2-minute mark, Rain's picking up. This is going to be a nail biter. I can feel it coming. James at the top of the key, dribbling it. Can they take the lead? James on Zach, gets doubled. Back out to Elijah on the 3-point line. Offense to settle. Here it is. Says go away from James on the screen. Elijah dribbling it out.
They
Here's
better
Gabe
not
at
hold
the
it
top
for
of
the
the key.
last shot because we do not have time with this rain. Someone's got to score.
That's true. Elijah keeps on pump faking Elijah. Doesn't know what to do. It looks like they might just hold it out. Winds coming in strong. Storm is just miles away from this nail-biting game. Elijah bending down.
Minute
and
15.
Screaming. It is screaming they want the last shot. Gabe with the ball to James. Nothing much to say here as they're playing very slow. James, Zach tries to poke it out. Good strength from James. James dribbles it in, gets doubled. Will he throw the ball? No. Gabe, pump fake. Zach leaves his feet. Gabe doesn't know what to do, and it just brings it back out
I think they're
again.
holding it for the last shot,
They
which is
are.
a smart move from basketball-wise, but for us, not so good.
Very true.
The rain is
very
setting
true.
in. We do not have time.
We do not want overtime. Under a minute, 45 seconds to go, actually. It's all tied up 37. Nail-biting game in the last game of the first week. Here it is. Shockers, Duck Dynasty. Shockers look like they're going to dribble the clock out with 30 seconds to go. They're all the way back on their defending line. And Gabe just, I'm lost for words. I don't know what to say. Breaks Brody's ankles. Makes him slip. Elijah.
Oh, no.
Brody slips again. We cannot have overtime. The court cannot have overtime. Here's James.
These players won't survive.
Back to Gabe. To Elijah. Here it is. 10 seconds to go. Elijah with the ball. Elijah dribbling on Noble. Slips. Doesn't know where to go. Keeps on slipping. Fade away. No good. Short. Noble ends up with the rebound. Noble. Buzzer
No good.
goes.
It's
No
after the
shot.
shot.
It is overtime.
Overtime.
That's not what we need, but we need more of this basketball. Beautiful basketball. Shockers come back from a large deficit. Here we are. Start of the third overtime. First overtime this season. Jump ball. Brody wins it, but
Soccer ball.
Shocker, yeah. Shocker ball.
We better not see someone hold for the last shot because we do not need double overtime here.
With the Shockers, though, their history in the 3A, the other league that we merged with, they're known for holding the ball out. Elijah drying off his feet. Already checked the ball, and Elijah doesn't know what, I don't know what he's doing. To James. Are all backed up. Nice screen by Elijah. You can hear the shoes of how squeaky they are. Back to Elijah, slows it down. All I'm saying is, I think they're going to hold for last shot.
They better not.
Here's Elijah, dribbles it, tries to post up Noble. Great defender. Gabe could cut, have a back door, doesn't though. Gabe inside the three-point line. Passes it back to Elijah on the post up. Looks to finish. James comes off the off-ball screen, dishes it to James. James doesn't know where to go to. They're playing slow, and looks like they're holding for the last shot or until they have a 100% shot. Elijah with a floater. Good. Takes the lead for the first time today.
I mean, yeah. That's crazy. The first lead is in overtime. You're lucky if you're the Shockers to be here, but now you're in the lead.
You got to take care of it. No silly turnovers and get stops. But for Duck Dynasty, they got to make the game closer. Noble dribbles left. Nowhere to go. Oops, it's to Zach. Zach tries to dunk it. No good.
Oh,
Elijah
boy.
takes a one-on-one chance. And he finishes it with authority.
Wow.
One-hand slam.
That could be the end of the game right
That
there.
could.
You
That
miss
could.
the oop and you go the other way. Easy bucket for Elijah.
Huge momentum swing. Noble, 4-pointer.
Oh!
Good!
Oh,
That is
what a
money
basket
from
for four!
Noble Hollinger. Ties it up in overtime, but they need a stop as the Shockers have scored every possession.
And that's why that four-pointer is implemented just for moments like these. The game should have been over, but Noble takes control.
Brody, or Gabe, posting up Brody. Very slippery. Brody sliding, doesn't know where to go. Picked up the ball. Elijah blocked. That's huge. Zach with the loose ball.
Oh, no!
Oh no! It's a slip.
He had an easy pass to Brody, but Brody slipped, lost his balance, and goes out of bounds, and it's Shockers' ball.
The court's playing a huge factor in this game.
It is.
It's still tied 41-41, but the Shockers get another chance.
It's like a slip and slide out here.
It is. Rain seems to slow down. Court still slippery. James drives right. Forces a switch. Nowhere to go. Brody playing great defense. Elijah with a low screen. Switches. No ball on James now. Doesn't know where to go. Picks up the ball. Goes to Elijah on the post up. Just keeps on holding it. Hands it off to James. James keeps on dribbling. Doesn't know where to go. Great defense from Duck Dynasty. Tries to shoot a three.
Someone falls if you're the Shockers.
You're true. That's all you got to wait for. Gabe posting up. Zach. Gabe finishes it.
Big
Strong.
basket.
Way to take the lead from the captain. 20 seconds to go to Brody. Brody, I don't know if this is what you want if you're Duck Dynasty. Brody bring the ball up
They
with
want the
15
ball in
seconds.
Noble's hands, I think.
Down 2. Noble trying to post up. Elijah doesn't go. Brody slipping. Noble with the ball. 8 seconds to go. 7, 6, 5 seconds to go. In this nail biter in overtime. Rain's coming. Doesn't know where to
They're
go.
not gonna get a
Brody with
shot
the ball.
off.
Shot.
It's
Oh,
good.
it rims in and out.
Game.
Shockers
Shockers win.
take the game.
What a game in overtime.
What a game. I lost for words. Shockers down whole game, but they finish it. Beautiful. We need to clean up quick. See you boys next week.